All right, welcome back. The coldest night of the year is a 5K family-friendly fundraising walk, and it's aimed at those dealing with hunger and homelessness and really bringing that to the forefront. And it goes to benefit the Pella Community Food Shelf. And we've got Sierra Ward and we've got Melissa Zula joining us here today to talk to us a little bit about it. Ladies, first of all, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
You bet. So I find this to be such a cool concept. You said that this started, this is going to be the first one right here for you guys, but it started in Canada, right?
that's correct. It actually started with a group there. They just wanted to bring some awareness to hunger and homelessness in their area, and it just took off. And so it took off throughout Canada, and then a few years later, they moved it to the States, and now it's just been taking like wildfire across here. So it's really a great opportunity for us, just locally, nationally, globally, to just bring some awareness to this, crisis that we are facing, no matter where you're at.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you said that, because I know I've talked to different food banks and food shelves, as they call them here around the country. I mean, we're seeing a lot of the same thing. I mean, the demand, and I imagine you guys are seeing the same thing. The demand is just skyrocketing, unfortunately.
Absolutely, we've been really feeling that push since about 2021. That really the increase in our area has been pretty tremendous, and we serve throughout Marion County. So really, our numbers for our households are increasing, and just. Yeah, so to have an event that just brings awareness and allows a community to kind of come together and say, hey, this is something that we recognize and something that we can do. This is something we can do. Yeah. So let's all band together and go on out and just walk.
I love that. And you can do this in like 1, 2, 3 miles. You kind of have a choice, right?
Yeah, you can do it in a 2K or 5K option. Okay. Majority of our attendees are going to be doing a 5K amidst the coldest night of the year. So putting themselves out into the elements of what we're seeing out here today. We'll see what the 22nd of February brings, but yeah, it'll be a great event. And then also to break bread after.
I've never heard of a 2K. How long is a 2K?
Oh,
just over a mile,
yeah,
right?
Just over a mile.
Oh,
you can do a mile. We can all do a mile.
We can do that. Come on now. We had to do that in gym class.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so for people who may not be familiar, given this is the first time you're doing this, but what is this going to look like when people show up out there that night?
Yep, so we're going to come out locally right downtown in the city of Pella, and really just what this night will start out with is just we'll start at our Pella Memorial Building, and then we'll start on the square and do our 2K, 5K walk. So it's truly putting yourself out into the elements of the weather. After that, we'll have some amazing sponsors out on the route with us, State Farm, Kevin Van Wyck State Farm, and we'll go back to the Pella Memorial Building where we'll finish off and break bread and have a soup supper. So it's really putting yourself out into the elements, and we've been told it kind of gives you the feel of like, okay, what if I didn't have my basic needs? That food security, if I didn't have a shelter over my head, what would that feel like? What would that look like? And so really truly putting us out into the elements. Really
getting people thinking in the way that maybe they haven't done so before.
Absolutely.
So where can people get more information about this?
Yes, at cnoy.com/Pella is where you can actually get registered. It is absolutely free, and it is absolutely family friendly. So we just want to encourage people to go out there, get registered, sign off on a waiver, and then come on out and join us. It's very, very simple to do. Registration opens at 4 p.m. on February 22. We will be all done by 7. So just a little bit of an event. Grab your kids, grab your neighbors, your friends, come on out and just walk with us, and just say, hey, we don't like this, and we want to do something about it. We want to recognize it and maybe have a little fun along the way, but also learn a little something too.
That's right, and you can at least get in a mile. Come on.
Yeah, right, a mile.
All right.
Yes.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us.